Welcome back to your lesson. Today, we're going to be practicing words that relate to the Bundeswehr and KSK Spezialkräfte Collecting. Let's start with some basic acronyms. The first of which is BW, or Bund. This stands for Bundeswehr, which is the German military. Next, let's talk about the KSK, or Kommando Spezialkräfte. They were formed in 1996 and are Germany's top-tier special forces unit. They are relatively equivalent to the US Army's Delta Force. Adjacent to them is the KSM, or Kommando Spezialkräfte Marine, or Kampfschwimmer. As the name sounds, they are a naval version of the KSK. They were formed in 1958 and are part of the German Navy. They are a far smaller unit than the KSK, but still use a lot of the same equipment. Next, we have the EGB, or in other words, the Spezialisierte Kräfte des Heeres mit entwerteter Grundbefähigung. In English, that's relatively equivalent to specialized army forces with extra qualifications. And this unit, as well as the KSK, fall under the DSK, or Division Schnellkräfte. Prior to 2014, this was known as the DSO. But the DSK is the Rapid Forces Division, and a lot of the units within the DSK can be categorized as Spezker, or Spezialkräfte. And that's it for part 1. Let's move on to part 2, the equipment. One of the most common acronyms you'll hear in this collecting sphere is LHT, or LT. This stands for Linderhof Taktik, which is the company founded in 2006 that initially produced gear for Kommando Spezialkräfte, but ultimately produced a lot of equipment for many units in the Bundeswehr. Now, they are part of Mailer Systems, which includes Mailer Protection, UF Pro, and Linderhof Taktik. Next, we have some very common acronyms that you'll see in the sphere. These are 5FTD, 3FTD, and now even 6FTD. Yes, there is a 4FTD somewhere in there as well, but the first 3 are the most common. 5FTD is 5 Farbentarndruck. This is your standard Flecktarn pattern. 3FTD is 3 Farbentarndruck, and this is the Tropentarn pattern. Tropen referred to the material of the uniform, and colloquially, this is known as the desert camouflage, although 5 Farbentarndruck can be made in a Tropen weight uniform. Lastly, we have 6FTD, or 6 Farbentarndruck, and this is your multi-tarn. The numbers are very appropriate for the number of colors in the pattern. And what do these patterns typically reside on? The uniforms. One of the most common uniform cuts that you'll see with specialized forces is the EKH and EKB. The EKH is Einsatzkampfhose, or the combat pants, and the EKB is the Einsatzkampfbluse, or the combat shirt. The last common phrase you'll hear on this channel is IDZ. The IDZ program is the Infanterist der Zukunft, which is the Future Soldier Project. This was a project from the Bundeswehr to create a lot more updated equipment, and some G36 parts are some of the most iconic pieces of that project. Thank you all for joining us on this DuoLocker episode. Keep practicing your German, and let me know in the comments below what other phrases and acronyms I didn't include in this video. As always, this is the Gear Locker. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next one.